Hello Internet, welcome back to the Digital Age Monster Club. My name is Mark, and this is Full Play Fraturday and Golden Sun: The Lost Age. So... bit of a snafu with, my life. Kept me from getting this one out on time, so... first of all, this is, Yampy Desert. And... lucky metal down here from last time, you have to use reveal on it. But in the MP Desert is one of the optional bosses, and in my opinion, one of the probably the second best summon in the game. And if you use reveal on that, as I just did, it kind of points you to the dungeon. So if you had no idea where it was without guides or internet searches of any kind, that's kind of how you'd figure it out. So you gotta use sand, and then you just go all the way up. And here is Water Life, and a teleport pad. Alright, so now that you're in the actual area, the Soul Army here drops the Mithril Silver. So do not leave here without like 4. If you want to make use of the forgeable gear in this game, I should say. It is quite wonderful. Okay, so here, can't go that way. The Fire Dragon? No, not the Fire Dragon. Fire Dragon is, I think, the strongest non-boss enemy in the game. You can't get through that way, so go right up. Yeah, this dungeon, though, the Minus Night Drive drops the Riot Gloves, or the Berserker Bands, and the Wyvern drops the, Dragon Skin. Forgeable material. And as we learned at Magma Rock, to burst those pillars. Yeah, this dungeon is set up as basically it's like 3 segments, but you have to continuously go back and forth between them to get through. Nope, can't do that. There we go. Okay, over here in the corner is some Mithril Silver. Go. Come over to the other side, use move on the pillar, and you can no longer go back through that way. So you got to out, come over. there. And that goes there. This way. Some Halkin. And this spot should look familiar, so go ahead and use first. And go back over to that first area. Go through up here. Use move on that pillar, and now you can get through from the first area. Oh, and there's a drop off right here if you need to get back down into that pillar area. There we go. So here is a little bump. Set to scoop. And the instant it shows up, you scoop, and a Jin will pop out. So beat him up. And you get Crystal, which restores health to everyone in the party, which is a good one. Go. That, and up here. Back down. Over. Now to find the actual corridor that takes me there. Yes. And up here, you notice that it gets kind of symmetrical, and there's something back there, so save your game. Alright, so before you fight Valukar, set all your Jinn, or plan it out, and summon your most powerful ones, which would be Eclipse and Horis. Valukar has two big problems with them. Three of his attacks, somewhat problematic. Stun Jip, which is supposed to have a high stun chance. Jinn Stun, which sets one Jinn from every character in your party, if there are some available. And he's capable of summoning using your summons against you, which will also set it will also set the Jinn that you have, or use the Jinn that you have set. So he's a royal bastard to do, well, not a royal bastard. He's annoying to do regularly, and he should be hit with as many summons as you can throw at him immediately. Actually, so go back, use. And you do Lucy's. So you can either wipe him out almost entirely, or nearly do so with all your summons, if you're at a high enough level. And then once you get your Jinn back, just start using them over again. There you go. Okay. How did that happen? Okay, there. I don't know how that happened. So, activate the tablet and you get access to Daedalus. Daedalus is amazing. For its cost, you get one instant attack, which typically does about 500 to 1,000 damage, depending on your level. And another attack which pops up either a turn or two later, which will do massive amounts of damage, so between like 1,200 to 3,000 damage, really, depending on your level. Daedalus is a boss killer. That is like its sole purpose in life. It's just, it lays so much damage on your opponent. Okay. It is super fun. So now I'm going to cut to the next dungeon. Okay, so Islet Cave, you remember this spot, right? It was southeast of Lemuria. You had to, this is the animal trading sequence, and you had to give a turtle to a turtle. And inside is a teleport pad that we couldn't use before. So use it, and congratulations, you found the best grind spot in the game. In here is the Cruel Dragon, which drops the to Siphon Edge, which is hands down the best light blade in the game, which I have equipped to Jenna and Ivan. And there's the Druj, D-R-U-J, and that drops the Riot Clubs or Berserker? I can't remember anymore. And here's the Cruel Dragon, and the Druj drops that. And here's the Wonder Bird, which is the best monster in the game because it has a chance to drop Water of Life. Also has a chance of dropping Dark Matter, but it, when defeated, gives out 8,500 experience. So you can get a, you can have a group of 2 of them show up for a fight. They can call in additional Wonder Birds, and you can beat all of them and walk away from a fight with 24,000 experience, or 32,000 experience. They have a bad habit of running, though. There's like 50-50 that you can get them to last that long. So it's typically best to just bash them. And if you're using Turbo, as I am, grinding here is not a problem. Well, grinding regularly is not a problem. Anyways, there is a statue here, and the only one in this area. And it is just shaking back and forth, which gives you an idea of what you need to do with it. If you find the right spot. There we go. So shake it a lot. And the Djinn pops out. Go approach the Djinn. He gives you a fight. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Yes, that is what I wanted. Go. And Djinn falls, and you get Serac. That might be how you say his name. Serac is strike a chilling finishing blow. It's just an attack Djinn. Not bad. But whole purpose of this place, go all the way to the back. Just go straight back. Here's a Druj. Go. Water of Light. The Druj or the... Someone drops the Water of Life, and I can't... No, it can't be the Worm. No, it's the Worm. It might be the Worm. I could have sworn that the Wonder Bird dropped it. I'm very confused now. Everything I believed is a lie. So you get all the way to the back, the floor is very dark, low light level, or whatever the hell it is, and might as well Djinn rush the hell out of this guy. Guardian of Wind, if you claim my power, you must prove your worth. So this is a Sentinel. Use Daedalus on this guy. So their ears, so 500 damage for the first attack. Yeah, basically you summon a ancient walking tank and it shoots out a ton of missiles, and then a big ass missile. 600 damage for the first attack on that one. And then he clicks here. So the Sentinel's big problem is that he regenerates 30 synergy and 300 health a turn. So his synergy is a problem. The health is not as bad. Oh, and he uses break regularly. So a stat fight against this guy is actually quite annoying. Sorry, 200 HP, not 300. Eclipse. Civilian. Use pawn. Might as well use Neptune. The Sentinel has like 13,000 health. All the optional bosses have above 10,000 health. Oh, and their attacks are based on what element they say they're guarding. So here's the Daedalus missile, the second missile, and it goes down. And it costs Sheba 10,000 experience, but whatever. Okay, revive Sheba. Excellent. So then I get the coolest summon in the game, in my opinion. 5 Jupiter, 3 Mars. That one's tricky. And that one is, again, a boss killer. Designed, basically, to be a boss killer. And I'm losing my mind here. And that's it for Islet Cave. So now I'm going to cut to the next optional dungeon. Okay, so way in the north of the Eastern Sea is a spot I probably should have visited. After getting... Yeah, after going through Lemuria. Just looking at the item list here, there's things that you could have grabbed immediately and then just come back to. But, did not think of that. So this is Treasure Isle. You don't need the teleport synergy, but you do need the lift synergy, and that is what keeps you from getting all the way through it when you start the game. So you can actually do this place before getting to procs. So there are plenty of unopened chests and plenty of opened chests, or empty chests. So hop over and you get this button. The button raises these stepping stones, which turn out to be, hey, these are kind of familiar. So you are perfectly able to grind this down and go across. It does not accomplish anything. But if you may notice, you can kind of get back that way. So don't worry. Okay, go this way. So what we have here, push this pillar either to just below, well, at least along the outer wall. because you can manipulate it from the other side. So I'm gonna put it right there. And then once you're on the other side, oops, that's the wrong one. Push it onto the button, and the stepping stone is raised. You can get across and up into the next area. So then the button and grind this one. Because that one accomplishes nothing. Go up, tightrope walk, go over, go down, open the chest. You get a Jester's Armlet, which is less stats than anything I have equipped currently. Push the pillar over. Okay. Mimic. Teach him the error of his ways. Get some power bread. Here's your home. I'm missing. Oh, okay, I know what. So go back, go all the way through, all the way down. There we go. This looks familiar. Push that over, hop across, hop. Oops. Like that. Go up, over, down, and the main loot of the place. Oops. Get out of there. There we go. Grab that. Grab that. Silk Feather. Rusty Axe. Stardust. Yeah, definitely should have hit this place up a long time ago. If you go around and then grind, you can get straight out, but then you also have the retreat synergy for that. Go back up. Go... Nope, that's not the way. This way, this way, this way, this way, this way. And now there we go. Lift. And now you're in the second part. So Iris Robe, which is, give that to no, not you. Hang on. What the hell? There we go. No. Yes. Here we go. It was Jenna. Yes. Iris Robe is super powerful. Raises luck, restores synergy, and it is 47 defense, and it also raises your fire resistance by 30. It is one of the best defensive gears in the game that only the mage class can equip. Right. And you should definitely have someone using it. The Ocean Dragon here drops Triton Wards, so I have it equipped to Piers and Mia. And the Pyrodra drops a... was it Firebrand? It drops a weapon. I think it's a long blade. It's actually fairly powerful. Hang on. What's the other spot? Ah, okay. Okay, and if you want to grind out items, this is actually the perfect spot right here, because you can just go right back and forth. Alright, so this room is a little tricky and misleading. So, lift that boulder. Lift this boulder. Whoa. The Gilman Lord here, I believe, drops tear stones. Forgeable water type material. Get on that. Jump over, come down. And here's a djinn. Round. No. Switch. There we go. And you get Gale, Jupiter Djinn, and also the last Djinn in the game. And Gale blasts enemies with Wind Strike, so it's an attack type Djinn as well. Alright. Unfortunately, if you want to get out, you can't raise this boulder. You're gonna have to go raise that one down there. And so you get the Djinn, you can get out the chest. Here's the Firebrand. What does the Pyroja drop? That might be the Salamander tail that it drops. I'm getting it confused. Alright, so come back through, raise, lift this boulder. Yeah, actually, I think the Pyroja actually drops the Salamander tail, now that I think about it. Oh, it's not it. No, I'm doing this wrong. That one doesn't get lifted either. Is it? Yeah, okay, I did, yeah. See, hedgehog? Come on, it's an urchin. Okay. This one. There we go. Okay, I had to backwards in my mind. All right. This one gets lifted. Hop over here, hop up, or climb up, tightrope down, hop over, climb down. There you go. Alright, now come down here, and you can push the pillar and get a shortcut. God dang it! Okay, over here. Oh, there's nothing over here. God. Nah. You annoy me endlessly. Okay. So set all of your Djinn except for Granite and Flash. Yeah. Okay, and then save your game. Guardian Water, if you claim in power, you must prove your worth. So Star Magician. He is actually kind of fun. He's definitely interesting. So in this game, last time I played him, last time I was doing this. So in this game, he has these 4 balls here, which are Refresh Ball, which heals like 1,000 health. It's crazy. You need to kill these almost immediately when you want to attack him. Guardian Balls, which if you want to attack them, you need to get rid of because they basically will use the shield mechanic that your Granite Djinn, Flash Djinn, and what was it, Shade Djinn employ, where it massively reduces the amount of damage that you take. The Guardian Ball will apply it to the Star Magician. The Anger Ball, it just throws itself at you and explodes. So it can do a lot of damage. And the Thunderball constantly calls down, or consistently calls down, it's like Storm or Plasma, something like that. It's a wind-based synergy, so... yeah, I need to be aware of that. The Star Magician himself will attack. He moves 2 or 3 times in the turn, and typically will either summon a ball or throw a Mind Ball at you. And overall, it's not a bad fight, but if you don't know how to deal with the each individual ball, you can leave the Anger Ball and the Thunder Ball alone for the most part, and just routinely heal your party with Jenna or Mist Potions, which you can buy in procs. But the Guardian Ball and the Refresh Ball need to die almost immediately. Oh, and their color should indicate which Djinn you need to use. So, Anger Ball is Fire-based, Guardian Ball is Earth-based, Refresh Ball is Water-based, and Thunder Ball is Wind-based. So use the opposing element, which would be Earth, Fire, Wind, Water. And you'll get through this pretty easily. I'm going to show you Catastrophe. Daedalus. Let's see. Alright. Daedalus and Catastrophe fight for the Mars Djinn. Forgot about that. So, yeah, use Eclipse and Flash. Damn you. Here's Catastrophe. Oh, you make me happy. He's got a wicked-looking shield, a big-ass sword, and he's got a ton of weapons on his back. And then he just throws this down onto the ground. Which pumps out actually a lot of damage. It has a high chance of making enemies lose the synergy. That's his secondary effect. There's Daedalus going crazy again. A lot less damage than I was expecting. But the Refresh and Guardian Ball are gone. And the Thunder Ball is now, which is not too bad. So Mystic Call, and he pulls the Refresh Ball. Anger Ball, the balls can just regularly attack on their own, do minor damage. Okay. Summon. No. Always target the, if you have a multiple target hitting attack that you're going to use, always target the Refresh or Guardian Balls first, because it's more important to make sure you kill those than deal damage to the Star Magician. Because it's possible that he will summon back up to 4 balls, but they can all be one kind of ball. So you can have them with 4 anger balls or 4 guardian balls or 4 thunder balls, and you know it'd be a different kind of fight. But you gotta treat it as such. Oh yes. Summon parties. Yeah. Much better. Angle that down. Now, it's not a bad idea to try this fight with a stat boosting strategy. You do have to constantly keep with it so that your stats don't diminish. So using Jin for it isn't bad, but when they come back, or when they refresh, you do need to use them again to keep it up. So here's Daedalus. Yeah, the best thing is to use Daedalus so that it attacks the Star Magician when on a turn that the Guardian Ball has not used its shield thing. Alright, and now there's Part Resistance. We have what? Cybele and Neptune. Go. Build my stats up. So Mystic Calm. Alright. Mind Ball. Suffer that. Okay. Zephyr. Fine. Spritz. Absolutely. Chroma. Guardian Ball, Storm Ring, Spark Plasma, ow. Yeah, unlike the other fights, which were very elemental based, this one, he doesn't really throw a lot of water-based synergy at you. He's kind of an all-rounder. It's a little weird. That. Ball, you suck. Guardian Ball, you suck. Summon. Yes. Refresh ball down. Number Hori's perfectly timed. Star Magician down. There we go. And then when it's just like that, you can just wallop them on their own. Don't worry about it too much. There you go. So yeah, these fights are a whole different matter when done with a if I was using my my Golden Sun party. Those optional fights would not even be fights for the most part, even with all the Jinn summoned. Oops. Button. Oh, there we go. Anyways, I was doing that. All the Jinn are set. Yeah, and look at that. Stats are still way so high. Anyways, hit the tablet, or touch the tablet, and you get Azul! 4 Mercury Jinn, 3 Venus Jinn. I actually haven't used Azul that much. I typically always say the Star Magician for last, because the other two are a lot more fun to deal with. And Azul is basically you summon a water dragon or a water serpent from like the deep, and I don't remember what his secondary effect is, but he does do a lot of damage. So, I'm gonna cut back to the last dungeon now. Okay, so in Contigo, in the middle of the square, the town, there's a teleport pad. Go ahead and use it. And you will wind up behind the chest from, well, a long time ago. And inside are these medallions, pads, circles on the ground, which all correlate to Jinn. If you have all 18 elemental Jinn, the pads will be fully lit, and a little sconce in the back wall will light up. So go ahead and do that. And the door will open. And come back here. Inherited the power of the land to create a great darkness. If you crave this power, attack this slate. I don't know why it says attack, just touch it. Now you have Charon, or Charon. 8 Venus and 2 Jupiter. So remember what I said about Valukar? Yeah. If you get all the Jinn, ignore the bosses, come here, and then grab this summon, or the one after it, the last summon in the game. If you do a Jinn rush against the other optional bosses, then be forewarned. You might want to use the hardest hitting summons first. So Charon and the ultimate would definitely want to be top of your list. Especially against Valakar, because Valakar will wipe you with the last two. Especially if your stats are very low and you're not using hacked characters. Anyways, that is the first part of this dungeon, because this is a actual dungeon. So I'm gonna save my game here and finish up the game in the next part, which is going to be the rest of this place and the last of Mars Lighthouse, along with the end of the game. And it's over almost too soon. So that will be it for this video, and I apologize for how long it took for this one to come out. So, thank you for watching, and hope you're enjoying the video, and I hope you come back for more. But until that happens, take care.